Okay.
60 degrees? That's crazy.
Like, it's been raining every day for the past 4 days, so it's not warm.
Ah. Well, hello.
Totally unbiased opinion.
That was a
All
major
right.
glitch.
And I believe now I can say hello, Twitch, and welcome to Tyranny. And then I say something like, we're running through the Doom Vault, and we're very, very close to the goal that the party has set, which is making it to Valandra's mother, who is imprisoned by one of the Red Wizards of Thay, bound by a contract. And the party has just happened upon a room of incubi and succubi. Those beings have offered them rest, relaxation, take their ease. We're just here to distract you. They were fairly upfront about it, and aside from a little bit of a gut punch in that one of them looks exactly like Telaise's father, a scoundrel, perhaps, that Waverly also knows as the Sailor. It was a fairly social meeting, but the party has decided to press on, I think, and being a good host, the Sailor has walked over, pulled back one of these silken draperies, revealing a door leading into a room with a very, very upset fire elemental within it. The fire elemental is imprisoned in a small pen in the center of the room. Glyphs on the walls flare brightly each time it attempts to flow out between the bars. The heat is intense. You would probably not want to spend very long in that room, but the door is just a short distance away on the far side. What could go wrong? Now, before we start in, I will ask, do any of the party happen to speak Infernal, the demonic languages, or the language of the fire elementals, which is Ignean?
Ignean is actually a dialect of Primordial. It
That is true.
specifically says that people who speak one of the dialects can understand the others, and Valandra does speak Aquan or Primordial.
Okay.
And Dawn has Infernal.
And Dawn has Infernal.
Holla
Okay.
at me, I got the Infernal too.
There you go. So, Valandra, as you open the door, you can hear the howls of the fire elemental screaming out some essence of the word home and some essence of the word pain.
Can we like see the glyphs from here?
Sure.
Do they look like anything?
I think perhaps an Arcana check might reveal what they look like.
Guidance.
Help.
Guys, get out of the way.
All right, so as X wriggles forward to inspect the glyphs on the wall, receiving guidance from the Cleric of Eldath, you realize the glyphs are what are constraining the elemental. They're a bit like a puzzle in that you think with 3 or 4 successful efforts, you might be able to connect the appropriate dots and unlock the glyphs. However, even coming as close as you are, you know you would suffer terribly for your efforts just by being this close to the elemental.
Shit, guys, it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. Yeah, alright.
Should we ask the elemental what it would do if it were freed before we free it?
I mean, maybe it's a friend. It's a hot friend. I want the hot friend.
Waverly, contain yourself.
Friends!
Remember
Friends?
what happened with Dusk and her friends.
Sounds like a lesson I wasn't around for, and I'm going to start puzzling out with these glyphs here as everybody's like, what are we doing?
Sure. So here's the difficulty. Oh, okay. So you step in, and just as you cross that threshold, you start to feel all that heat, not only heating the air, but now bouncing off the walls and coming at you. You know you're going to cook. So, are you willing to cook to try and decipher the ruin, or should you take a step back?
What? No. Puzzle. Gotta solve it.
Gotta solve the puzzle.
Step forward and cast Virtue.
And what
and
does
will
Virtue do?
continue to do? It gives temporary hit points for 1 round, but it's a cantrip, and I can cast it every round.
Okay, how many temporary hit points are awarded?
Between 7 and 13.
That's a fair number. And with that, the first of the temporary hit points starts to scorch away. As X, I will need you to give me a Arcana check. Your DC is only a 15.
Okay. I mean, you guys can keep talking to it or whatever. Like, I'm not here for that. This just looks like fun. Whee!
And you're like, wee! And you run along the wall, and you connect one dot to the other, and you're like, yes! And glyph glows and glyph glows. You think perhaps 2 more of those, and you would be fine. But just being in here, you suffer 2 whole points of damage to your temporary hit points.
2d5, you say, Casey?
2d5, I say. I'm standing with it.
Okay.
Because why not? So 2d5, I say. X, could I have another Arcana check coming from the fire elemental? Just the shouts of the words "pain" and "home" over and over again. Nothing seems to get through.
I mean, like, I don't know what you guys want to do, but this puzzle's like, carry the sigil. This is pretty easy.
Yeah, you're just zipping around. 9 more temporary hit points get worn away, bringing you down to flat. And then I will need 1 more Arcana check. You're just fine. And with that, the glyphs glow and then dissipate. The fire elemental surges outward, roaring along the walls. It passes through you all, head in this direction. You hear, "Oh," from the sailor as everything in the room starts to burn.
We should leave.
Oh god, what did I miss? I feel like I've been just spacing out for the last. I don't know. Jeez, why is everything on fire? God, let's get out of here. Let's go.
So as you're like, what have I been doing? A young dwarven lady just waves goodbye as you head out the room.
He gives a nod back or a wave back, like, and then walks away. Do I know her? What's going on here?
Goodbye, hot
No,
friend.
Hot friend and the demons seem to be having a bit of a tiff regarding their finery going up in flames. So they will be a bit preoccupied for a bit as you casually stroll out from the disaster you have wrought.
Yep. What we do.
That's not how I expected any part of this to go.
No, no.
Well,
me
great.
neither.
I'm so happy.
I'm still welcome to the team.
Yep. Yep.
That happens with us all the time.
The the doorway ahead of you opens easily to reveal one of those white barriers. Behind you, you hear cursing in Ignan and Ignan. Bleh.
You are correct, Ignis.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
You hear
What it is.
cursing in Ignan and Infernal as the various parties begin to mix it up in there. Telaise, looking back, you see your father closing the door as he turns around and gets his Hulk on and leaps towards the fire elemental. Waverly, you're like, I remember that move. So, ahead, one of those white portals that you'll need to Arcana to drop. And then on and on.
Let's go drop that portal then.
As the portal drops, it reveals a short hallway. Dun, dun,
Yes.
dun. And a longer hallway.
Looking at the map, the longer hallway goes to the blood pen, so let's go south.
It does
Agree.
indeed. And based on the intelligence provided by your demonic friends, down this way would be where the Lich awaits you. And beyond, and then back around to the north, where Valandra's mother awaits.
They said it was some demons and then a lich and then Valandra's mother, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
So, would you?
They weren't the some demons.
That seemed like one elemental rather than some demons.
Well, they were
s-
some demons.
They were some demons.
No, but
I'm-
they were providing us the information. They said the elemental and then the demons. So it's
Ye-
definitely not the people we just left.
You know, it could be if the answer to this very important question is correct. Telaise, does your father refer to himself in third person? Uh-oh, I think I got her. Moot?
You hear me?
Yep, now we can.
Not
Lost
muted
you
at
for s-
all. I was
Ah.
not muted.
Weird.
Said no, and then you acted like I was muted. I'm like, but I'm not muted.
I'm sorry. I could not hear all the noises. But if you would please arrange yourselves as you might be when you open this door, because things might get a little exciting fairly quickly.
There's a door right up there. I
There's
just see
a-
a wall of darkness.
Door. Is that door not? It looks like that. There's a door.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Aha. So let's go ahead and open some doors.
Do you want to move up?
Yeah, Mora, do you want to be up here?
Well, I
Okay.
was going to ask X if he found anything interesting on the walls, seeing as he seemed to take his time going around the long way.
Wait, no, I gotta keep them for later for doodles and stuff. I mean, it
Hmm.
was really inefficient, but you know, maybe we can learn something from it.
A lot of graffiti on these walls now.
Hmm.
Before we open the doors, can I listen in and see if I can hear anything?
Yes. You hear a lot of cursing, a lot of griping happening in Infernal. You would assume a fairly large number of demons are being tormented.
All right. Can I hear anything about what they're being tormented by?
Give me an investigation on that one.
Ooh, that's not great. Okay. 5.
5. No, you just hear the curses, and as soon as you start hearing curses, you cover your ears because you're not supposed to hear such things. So you've been told.
Hey, so I can see through walls.
That's a neat
You
trick.
can, yeah.
Fancy.
That would be a good
So you can see through walls, eh?
Yeah. I can do that with ghostly gaze.
Whoosh.
Ooh.
So, some of you can see it now. Some of you will see it when the door opens. But this area might once have been a great banquet hall, but its furnishings now lie in rotting piles along the walls. Between rows of pillars, 6 great magical circles glow brightly, illuminating the whole chamber. 5 of those 6 magical circles have inhabitants, demons that throw themselves at the circle's walls, bouncing off of what appears nothing more than air. Moving about the chamber, mostly arrayed to the north side, zombies and other undead. It seems as though they're working on that 6th empty circle.
So it definitely looks like the demons can't get out of the circles, but on
It
their own.
certainly looks that way. Do we have any demon experts in the audience?
Dawn.
If a demon expert might want to make an arcana or other such check, I'd be willing to hear that argument.
Guidance.
It's being described, I'm guessing, because he can't
Yeah.
actually see through doors.
Meridia would just get like real pale and kind of sweaty looking, back up slowly, and explain what she's seeing with kind of like a nervous shake in her voice.
So I am getting a guidance.
Yep.
Okay.
I gotta say, I don't like the way this room looks.
Telaise is throwing in help.
Not so much.
Not so much. So you're familiar with summoning circles and how to invert them to keep demons in or keep demons out. And you know that it's very important not to disturb the circle, or else the demons might get loose. But from what these have been described to you, these look like permanent circles, so it might take some doing to disturb them, should you choose to or not to. Of course, a dispel magic would just let that demon run free. Now,
Suggest running through and ignoring.
Yeah, let's fight the undead and very scrupulously avoid the circles.
But only if they bother us. They may be focused.
That's true.
If we can get away without fighting, let's do it.
all right.
So Meridia's, I'm assuming, describing all of this pale and sweaty to everybody. So one of those things doesn't sound familiar. This? What does it look like?
Sure.
We've seen some of those before. Those are the what are they called?
They are the Dread Warriors.
Yeah, we fought those with the
With the fish people.
And before that, even.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
they look a bit like...
They're tougher than normal undead, but not like too much.
Oof.
like that.
They store their swords in their skulls.
That is the best place for a sword.
Well, that's pretty efficient. Sorry, I was doing math the other times and like, ugh. Okay, that was the end of my questions.
Mm-hmm. So,
Everyone ready?
Leroy
Yep.
Jenkins.
Oh my god, he just went in
Love
there.
you.
so that sounds like somebody's ready to go.
Very ready.
Let's just bring up a turn order just in case.
Just for no reason.
Just no reason. What? Who would? Ask you guys to add yourselves to the turn order.
Zay, you have to click on your character
yeah,
and then
I just figured that out.
initiative. Jesus.
Man,
But you can then go in and switch it to what your first one was.
Oh.
So the 21.14.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't want that. But okay.
Dawn has never rode so well.
Here, I got it.
All right. So Waverly, Jenkins away.
I live Leroy Jenkins.
That's
So are we assuming that the doors have been shoved open? Or-
well, the doors can easily be shoved open. Right now, I'm
Okay.
assuming nothing. So, Waverly, as the eagerest and fasterest, what would you like to do?
I think I should probably. I mean, my urge is always just to burst through and run out into the room.
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's these people in the way, so maybe I should hold an action until that door gets open, and then
You could
I'll hold
bonus
an arrow.
action. You could bonus action hide and then ready an action. You get advantage.
That will work when I'm in the next room.
Okay.
I'm hiding from the things that cannot see me. Sure.
Okay. So the door is currently closed.
And as soon as somebody opens that door, I am shooting off an arrow.
Okay.
Don't shoot off an arrow, just run.
But
Okay.
the undead.
Let them build their circles. We're trying to get through here.
Okay,
without
fine.
Shenanigans.
Fine.
All right. So then, Mord.
Okay. Well, Mord will open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How do things look in there?
It's pretty much as described.
How does the door open?
I was gonna ask.
This door will open away from you.
Okay. Okay.
So-
Everybody
so-
backs up a few
So he
steps.
doesn't need to get out his adamantine battering ram.
Well, I mean, he does if he wishes to open it with panache and authority. If he just wishes to open it like a normal person, though, he could just
Please, panache.
panache.
No,
Panache.
no, panache. Anyway,
I mean,
so he
you gotta
opens
say
the
the dwarf
door.
that was like panache. There you go,
Yeah, dwarf and panache.
dwarf and panache.
Do the zombies immediately look hostile? Are they like notice or paying attention to us as we open the door?
Barely register that you exist at all.
Okay.
They're like,
Mord.
and they're kind of shuffling towards.
Okay. And does it look like the whites have noticed us or anything else?
Give me a, let's call that a perception.
His eagly eyes.
I was about to say, do I get any sort of bonus with my eyes of the
You
eagle?
do have eagly eyes. I believe you might, depending on the roll.
No.
So, with your eagly eyes, you see in fine resolution, but maybe you're not looking at the right thing. The whites do glance in your direction. You can see their milky eyes just drift up towards you and then back down to what they're doing. It seems whatever's going on in the circle is more important than you.
Okay. Then Mord is going to step out and start moving around the edge of the left-hand edge of the.
Sure.
.35 takes a look around again. I'm
Mhm.
assuming he doesn't see any change in them and
Nope.
is going to continue.
So, go ahead. As you make your way around, the demon in the circle presses its face up against the air near you, its cheek distorted, its lips pushed to the side, its one eye pressed against the air. And you hear like, psst, psst, psst.
It's subtle.
Whenever he's buying, whenever he's selling, don't buy it more.
Mord kind of like side eyes the demon a few times before coming to, stop and just kind of like fully turns his head over finally as he stops and just kind of looks at him like, what?
So
Not saying what, but looking as if to say what.
your ears hear, but your brain goes, "Hey, buddy, how about letting me out of here?"
I don't think I'm not smart. I don't know stuff about magic. There are a lot of other people that can do that. The most magical thing I had was a hammer that could talk. And I know how to talk to some animals, but I think you're on your own for this. Sorry.
It looks upset and a little confused. But Meridia, what are you doing?
Oh God. I don't want to do anything. Can I
Run.
just like hold a blast?
Oh,
And...
no blasting. We're not blasting
No
anyone.
I'm just holding it. I'm not blasting anyone.
She has a comfort blast that she
I
just
just want a
holds
comfort
as she
blast in my
walks
back
around.
pocket.
Just in case.
Oh my God.
You 100% may comfort blast from palm to palm as you walk around like a little silly putty worry blast.
Oh Christ! Why did I have to be next?
Just walk as far as
Oh,
you can. Just
I don't wanna.
Just
Oh,
follow
you have
Mord.
to.
I didn't count. I was too anxious. I think I can go this
15
far.
feet so far.
I guess
That's
I'm in the
one
room
move.
now.
You can move again as an action if you want.
I don't wanna.
I guess
Oh,
you can,
okay.
So you should probably do it.
You can move right up to right above Mord if you want to, or the corner.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay right here.
Okay.
So Meridia, as you come into view, you also get the pressed eye up against the air, drool sort of skittering down, an invisible force, and you're psst, psst. Hey.
She would just look at it like real wide-eyed and anxious.
I am a prince. Trapped here by Thayans. How's about letting me out?
She just emphatically shakes her head no and looks at Valandra.
So then I think Dawn?
Dawn is going to dash. I can't get the thingy to work, but I counted to get to there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not Numing just yet, but he's there.
So-
He's like I guess it's running with the dash, but he's like darting through, almost like he owns the place. He's just like not paying any attention to any of these like undead things there beneath him, and just like going.
So the Hezru sort of rolls across the force field. So now at the other side, maybe it's the better side of its face is facing Dawn and psst, psst. Hey, going my way?
Unlikely.
You could just come on, kick a little dirt in the circle. It'll be fine.
Maybe later.
And with that,
Maybe later.
the whites move into position around the circle. And Telaise, what are you doing?
She's going to dash. She's gonna move and then move again. She can get right up here next to Dawn.
Psst, 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 psst. Hey,
I don't want
hey,
any candy. I don't want any candy.
Can I have some candy then?
Oh.
Just toss a little candy on the circle. Come on.
Nope.
Come on.
See, I'm out of actions, so that's not gonna happen.
Come on, tossing candy is a free object interaction, and you know it. Valandra. Valandra, what are you up to?
She will move up here and ready a sacred flame if anything behaves aggressively.
Hey, come on. You look at you're sopping wet. Just lean over here. Let a little of your hair drip on the. Just come on. He's just rolling.
She just raises her hand with the radiant energy of the sacred flame menacingly. Doesn't say anything.
I like it rough.
So weird.
And with that, this big fellow moves over towards the center circle. And X.
Do. Traffic jam.
Getting a little jammed up in there. Is there someone back there? And the zombies start moving into position. And Waverly.
Okay. I'm going to first move 1, 2, 5, and then I'm going to dash as a bonus action. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. There we go.
You hear like a psst, but it makes like a Doppler effect as you go past. You're like, hey, come on! Missed that one. So I feel like you're all ignoring my demon friend here. So
What
he
would give you that
entreats you.
impression?
He entreats you. He begs you. He pleads.
A little
He
too
doesn't.
desperate.
He doesn't command. He just really wants out. South in this ring, several smaller demons press themselves up against the boundary. They don't speak. They don't seem intelligent enough, but they've got big, take me home, I'm a puppy in a pet store eyes that just say, please let us run free and create havoc. Mord,
How many eyes do they have? Because I bet that's not as cute as they want it to be.
I mean, they're not the most appealing of creatures, but they've only got one card to play at the moment.
Pretty sure they look like that.
What? What? Who would say they look like that? That's an insult.
I mean, they're icons for one, so.
Lord, if that's gross.
I mean, they
Yep.
might look a little like that,
Ugh. Ugh.
but they just need love
That's
And-
nasty.
and Bactine. Love and Bactine. Mord,
Great
what are you
band,
doing?
by the way. Mord's gonna dash down to the door.
Okay.
Love and team.
Yep, and he's gonna wait for everyone else to get over here.
Sure, Meridia.
How far can I dash?
Up to 60 feet.
Doing that.
Dawn.
He will Gnome now and get all the way over here.
Zoom. Whites can begin doing arcane things. Telaise.
Howdy, does she not want to stand there? But she's gonna.
Huh.
They just want to be your friend. Look at them all pressed
go
up against the glass.
less than she can because she doesn't want to get near that. Gluck.
Thanks, I hate it.
Valandra.
Alright. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. Okay. It's my turn.
And the big fella steps up. X. Zoom.
My legs are smoked.
Zombies begin do what appear to be calisthenics. Waverly.
That's good for them. That's real good for them.
It is. Gotta keep toned.
Waverly, are you muted?
No, the finger attacked. Athy?
Hmm?
Waverly?
Hello?
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 Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Or I can.
Yep.
Weird.
Now your turn.
All right. Let's Gnome again. 1, 2.
I said the wrong person. Sorry about that. Wait. What did I do?
What?
Waverly's. I
You
said.
did say Athy, yeah.
Sorry about that. Try that again. Jessie.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then dash is a bonus action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can go right there. Hi guys.
All right.
Zoom.
All starting to pile up at that southern door. Mord, what are you doing?
Still waiting.
Still waiting. Meridia.
She's AFK.
Yeah, AFK. Yeah.
AFK. Okay, so we're gonna assume you guys all kind of pile up near the door.
Assume that she
And-
moves up because I'll
Yep.
just drag her there.
Well, assume that, yeah, and then I believe it's been less than a minute since she used her X-ray vision, so she can still see through walls.
Still see through walls.
It lasts
and-
for a minute, so.
Sure.
Oh, we assumed that we all moved up? Was
Yep,
that...
you guys can all move up.
Okay.
Yep, you guys have not triggered any particularly bad things.
Up, Bex.
So ahead, a short hallway with hallways leading off to the east and west. X-ray vision, I don't think, can go through that thick a stone, so it can only see through the first door.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. And Meridia, how far can your X-ray vision see through stone and such things?
Or
Or ghost
let me
vision?
look.
Just 30
30 feet.
So
But,
it's not blocked by any particular substances
No.
at any distance.
Really?
No.
So she can see 30 feet in all directions right now.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Let's see here.
And it looks like ghostly transparent images.
So she can see up to here.
We'll do some approximating here just to make my life easier. Boink. So, you see two of what look to be ambushes. Undead behind the doors. Undead behind the doors. You can't quite see down to that bottom set of doors, but I mean, it might be safe to assume there's undead behind them. Away to the east, a larger room, fairly nicely furnished. You see screens and chairs and other niceties scattered about.
So this is a closet full of zombie over here.
That is what she describes to you.
Can they Can they see through the doors, or are they just like? Is there any like holes or ways to see through it, or are we assuming that they're just listening?
They look to be solid doors. Now, as you are staring through miles of stone right now, it's hard to think that there wouldn't be a way for them to see through the doors, but there's nothing obvious.
Oh, because if it was that they were just listening for it, then I would say someone get a mage hand and go out there and make a ruckus. But if they can actually see, then that's different.
Well, I believe we just need to go south. We don't need to go east or west here.
Well, no, but they're gonna pop out and then they're gonna flank us, surround us on 3 sides. Wouldn't it be better to be able to just shoot them down one direction?
And we're looking for a place to potentially do the thing.
I
Do
suppose.
what thing?
So let's go ahead and bring us round to the top of the order here. And Waverly, this information's been conveyed to you. Is there anything that you are doing with this information?
Oh man, it's already my turn.
Could check for traps after you open the door. Trigger thing on the floor or the walls to let them know we're coming.
That seems like a very good idea. So open that door very quietly and carefully and then take a look around.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a quick thieves' tools or sleight of hand, one of those things. Sure. You very carefully open the door, swing it open, peer about, check for wires, check for traps. Nothing other than the door itself. A simple
Alright.
latch to keep it closed. No real locks even.
Give a thumbs up to everybody. It's like, think it's good.
And then Mord.
He just asked to get thrown.
I don't know. I don't think.
We killed these before, it'll be fine, right?
At least
I mean, we
move
killed
in.
these before, but I mean, are we? I guess we're going now. Is that what we're doing?
We should get out of this room for sure.
Okay. Mord is going to start slowly, or he's going to open the door. Which way does it open?
Already open.
It opens in towards you, but it's already at least most of the way open.
Okay. I think he is going to try to at least be a little bit stealthy in entering the room so that other people have a chance to get in before a potential trap is sprung.
That seems reasonable. Let me see a stealth check, please. That's a pretty good stealth roll. Go ahead and creep yourself forward as far as you would like to be.
He's going to take a look back. He's going to take a look forward. He's going to take another step forward.
That stone feels exactly the same as the stone before it, and much like the one after it.
Okay. He is going to continue moving.
Okay.
And he's going to be right there.
All right.
And he's going to hold an attack for if someone gets in melee distance.
Sure. Meridia,
Yep.
what you up to?
I guess I'll try and be a little bit sneaky too, but I don't think that's gonna go well. I have a
Alright.
bad feeling.
Let's see it. I mean, it's not the loudest that people in this party have been.
I'm sure you think you did fine.
Yeah, I'm sure she thinks that.
I recall with disadvantage, Valandra got a 00 once.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That's about as far as I want to go. Can I hold a blast?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna do that.
And Dawn, how about you?
Dawn is planning the same. He'll take up this spot, hold the blasts for the moment they
Mhm.
see undeads. Just gotta like
Oh.
back up against the wall, kinda.
Away to the north, you start to hear dark rumblings from the whites as they incant. Telaise.
And she'll hold a vicious mockery if any hostile things come within her sightline.
Seems reasonable. Valandra.
I believe X asked someone to get him to the right door, right? X?
Yeah. I mean, it would take me an extra round. I gotta be behind Dawn if I'm doing it on my own.
Okay. Valandra will pick X up and to 30 feet.
Okay.
Halved, so that was a dash as well. So X,
Alrighty.
move up to Valandra there. That's my turn.
That was a special kind of thing that just happened.
It was a piggyback ride. That's fine.
Sure. From the north, more arcane mutterings. And X.
Okay.
No.
So for
Now
the,
slightly damp.
yeah,
Slightly, yeah.
hop out of the backpack because everybody needs a gnome backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And then risky business. I'm gonna step here because I have to be here to do this.
Okay, so as you step there, let me just say a thing or two. In front of you, a set of double doors inlaid with A set of double doors is inlaid with brass filigree, making the shapes of angelic figures. Boy, I can't talk.
They're like fingers, guys.
The angelic fingers. All those angelic fingers.
Because that's not creepy at all.
Imagining finger guns.
Angelic finger gun.
Angelic finger guns.
Aziraphale
X,
is the only angel who would do that.
I mean, there we go. So X, what you doing there?
All right, I will step up to the door, and
Mhm.
then I will touch, let's say like the bottom right-hand corner of the door, like specifically not the handle.
Okay.
And then I will cast Arcane Lock.
Ooh. Let's see here. A closed door, window, gate, chest, or other entryway. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Pretty. Okay, you have locked a set of doors.
See, guys, problem solved.
All right. As X declares the problem solved, zombies continue their calisthenics. And Waverly, what are you doing?
All right, I'm going to move through the hallway here.
Do you want to close the door behind you?
Yeah, okay. Go to here, close the door, and then up. No, why did I pick you up? Ah, all right. There we go.
Waverly is overcome by the number of choices available. So, for reasons, we're going to restart the initiative order.
Oh no.
Oh, good. That's always what I want to hear.
Right? Especially when you have a really good initiative.
Well, the good news is the initiative isn't going to start just yet.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
what the hell?
Wow.
And I apologize for the spam
One of
that's
you
about to
first
happen.
are going to be first.
Nope.
Was I supposed to roll again?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm
Click on your-
sorry.
Click on your token and then roll again. Yep.
There are way too many things here for me to keep track without them all going on their own. So We're going to excitedly add a bunch of things.
You should have locked a different door.
I was just say, like, do we still have any of those tiaras? Like, stick it in the handles or something. Like,
Got so many tiaras.
Do you really want me to sacrifice a tiara for that?
That's just ludicrous.
You could have locked it before you walked away from it.
Did you add? We're gonna hit you again.
I didn't know we were supposed to lock it.
do we have a stray sword in the bag of holding?
Well, I'm sure we do.
Let me check.
There's probably some javelins in there somewhere.
We do have both a short sword and a long sword, and a trident.
Trident probably would hold it shut better, wouldn't it?
Wasn't the
Yeah.
trident the one from, or the magical one from the Sahagin priestess?
Was it magical?
I thought it
Magical.
was.
I thought it
Maybe
was just
not.
normal, and Valandra picked it up because she needs weapons to break if she ever needs to cast divination.
I believe it was normal. I can double check.
Was it normal? Telaise would have been like, "Can I have it?" That's a lot of freaking
Reminders of simpler
Jesus.
times. So,
Oh god.
for the moment, it's quiet. Now, Meridia, having ghostly X-ray vision, is able to
Yes.
reveal what
Oh,
all
Christ.
is going on.
Good. Excellent.
So, Meridia's like, okay, fancy room's over there, and there's some stuff over there, and some undead.
It's a very generous view you're giving me there, but I'm not going to complain.
You got 30 feet, so we're just going to go with the big box here.
Okay.
Down south, you've got skeletons in a
Doesn't this
way.
thing right here like stop things from passing through?
It does, but she's seeing through the walls, and we're just going to assume that she sees through the wall.
I mean her vision. I mean like physicality.
That does physically stop people from going through. It must be lowered.
Unless they have the key, yeah,
That is correct.
like we do.
So, a few seconds pass, a few more pass, and you get the impression that they know you're here, and they're setting up for something. How many seconds do you allow to pass before you spring into action? X, are you allowing a few seconds to pass? And if so, what are you doing?
Gotta do
So-
more of them locks.
So Meridia, I'm assuming, is kind of giving like the oh shit eyes to the west and to the south.
I believe she is echoing everything you see.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, then I'm gonna run over here and I'm gonna burn my last level 2 slot, and we're gonna arcane lock this door.
To go that way.
I could turn it off.
I mean, sure.
Okay. X rushes over, locks the door. Telaise, what are you up to?
Just gonna take the useless trident out of the bag, and she's going to try and jam this door shut behind them.
Okay. You start to jam the door. Down south, you hear rattling and clanking. Valandra, what are you up to?
That is a good question. Not certain if we have any sort of plan. She will.
When do we ever have a plan?
We sometimes do.
Then die immediately.
It's worked occasionally. I'll just go here and ready and actually I will go here and use an action to activate the Dagger of Venom.
Okay. You have a poisonous dagger upon you. You hear something scuffling around behind the eastern door. And Mord, what are you up to?
Mord turns around to X. Does your magical lock still work after we open the door?
It'll work. It'll work. You know. It'll work until something gets up his butt and takes it down.
All right. Okay. So he will. Okay, so Mord looks around and sees if people are standing or getting ready to fight or getting ready to move on. And it looks like people are getting ready to fight.
Well, we can move through here freely.
Yes, we can open the door and the lock will still remain after we close the door. So if we all go through the door and close it behind us, it's magically locked still.
That would probably be good if, like, everything from the north tries to come down at us. If we could get down
Correct.
there.
Yeah.
So okay. So Mord is going to go up to the magically locked door, and he is going to open it, assuming that there's not a password.
Wait, what? But,
I'm sorry, you want to fight a Lich?
well, I don't want to get flipped through. That's why I locked all the other doors. One problem at a time.
But if we go through, the Lich can't follow.
Unless it has a dispel
I
magic.
mean,
Oh, it doesn't.
yeah,
That's
like
I mean,
right.
it
I'm
will
not gonna.
have a dispel magic or potentially teleportation. So, but
A lich will definitely have dispel magic.
True.
all right. So Mord will move up to the door with the unlocked Dread Warrior door, and will ready. Yeah, he'll ready an action to attack. If it comes back around and if he hasn't done anything, he'll move on ahead, but he'll give one more round.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself where you are. And Meridia, where would you like to be and what are you doing?
Somewhere else, literally anywhere but here.
I think you're in a
So-
good spot, actually. Unless you want to
Yeah,
help me.
I mean, I don't. I mean, no, not really, but I will if you want me to.
Nothing to fight yet, so I mean, it's up to you.
Where do you want do you want me to do?
You want to help Telaise jam this door shut so nothing comes in from the north? That would be great. You would just move
Okay.
and declare that you're gonna help me.
Yeah, I'll help. I mean, it gets me farther away from the ickies anyway, so yeah, okay, sure. I'll help.
That's all true. Dawn.
Is going to scoot this way, back up against the wall, readying some blasts to shoot.
Sounds good. That's going to bring up some of our skeletons. Our skeletons start pressing up against the door. You can hear them banging and thumping, but the door does not open. That's going to bring up some of our dread warriors. You hear them shuffling around the door behind Mord, banging on the door to the east. East. Zombies begin shuffling along.
They all got very similar initiatives.
I mean,
Yep.
they all have their own little things that they do. From inside the chamber, you hear, It doesn't sound like the normal undead noise. It sounds more like,
But
a
just waking up from a nap.
frustration moment. with that, you begin to hear the first signs of movement on the opposite side of the door from you, Meridia, and Telaise. Something metal thumping against the door. Waverly, what are you doing with your initiative way down there?
That's a good question. I don't know. What am I doing? Huh. Actually, I'm open to advice.
Hide and
Whatever.
ready an arrow.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
All
Can't go
right.
wrong with that.
More thumping and growling.
Ooh.
Not the best hide.
Not amazing, but it might hold up to some of them.
They're undead. I mean, undead are not known for being perceptive.
True.
I mean, most of them don't have eyes.
And yet they see anyway.
Mm-hmm. X. What you doing? Actually, X, give me a perception check.
That sounds terrible. We all know I don't pay attention to things.
Oh,
Except
X,
for those things.
You are on it today. X, the door to the east is moving far more than it should. You suspect that your arcane lock has been removed.
Shit, to the east. Okay. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Okay. Well, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna look at Mord.
Mord looks back.
Cool, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you stare into the faces of two dread warriors with ready to battle axes. They swing. One at Mord, one at X. Mord, 18 for 4.
11.
11.
11.
Yes. Displacer
So no.
cloak. And X, pair of 10s.
And I believe Mord has a ready to action as well.
And I believe Mord
Correct.
And
does.
so does Dawn, and I think Waverly.
Sure
Yep.
can. So, let's start with Mord. Mord, you're ready to action? Wow.
Natural
Nice.
20.
You were quite ready. 11 points of magical damage struck. Mord, and then Dawn. 16 and a 12. Unfortunately, neither will do.
Dang.
And then Waverly with advantage.
Okay. Let's shoot an arrow off at that guy there. Let's do
Sure.
that. Oh my
roll one.
God.
With advantage.
Roll once more. You have advantage.
Right. I forgot to turn advantage on.
That's all right. But still not enough.
Oh no.
It goes stray. And was that all of our held actions? Or was there a
Telaise had one, but not. There's nothing in sight for her.
Telaise is too high. And Valandra, were you holding a
I was thinking about it, but instead I activated the dagger.
That's true. All right. So then X, what you doing now?
So is this one next to me, or do they have 10 foot? Like, I just want to make sure.
They are right next to you, so they were right on the other side of the door.
Okay, well, I mean, if one's next to me, I mean, I still can't get out no matter what. So, I'm gonna shock the one that Mort kind of thwumped into a little.
Okay, to the north. 14 will not strike.
And that's the movement, and I am suspiciously lacking on bonus actions, so I'm good.
Telaise, it seems combat has engaged.
How's this door jamming thing going since you didn't have us do a check on that?
So you have secured the door. You have assisted each other with it. Please roll me a strength athletics or some sort of useful skill that you can think of for jamming a door.
I'd argue she would use her dexterity to get it in just the right spot.
That seems like a reasonable argument.
I was kind of hoping you'd try and persuade the door, because that's worked before.
It has worked before, but this is not that intelligent of a door.
I know.
So with advantage, a dexterity check, please.
Just her?
Nope.
She has advantage, so she...
You gave
your
her
health
advantage.
Oh,
which
okay.
came up as a pair of 26s either way. So that door is well and truly jammed at the moment.
Beautiful.
Telaise, what would you like to do after having jammed the door last round?
Alright, she's gonna move down here. Enough space to see, right?
Yep.
The guy who's standing right behind Mord, she will mock that shit.
Forcing a wisdom saving throw from the Dread Warrior. An 11 will not do. 4 points of damage and disadvantage on the next attack. Telaise, anything else for you?
I'm good. I'm content.
All right. Whites with pikes do things behind doors. Valandra, what are you up to?
Okay, so Valandra, let's see. Can I see Meridia from where I am?
Just barely.
Okay, so I can see everyone. So I am going to cast Bless at 4th level.
Okay.
Let's see. I have to leave one person out. Mord, sorry, leaving you out. Everyone else has Bless. So add a D4 to all your attack rolls and saving throws. And then she'll just...
for us, the spell text?
Oh, yeah, just a moment. Hey, come on now. I'm clicking it and it's not doing anything.
Interesting. Copy paste when you get a chance. But for the moment, any other activities?
I move up and I don't have a bonus action I want to use, so that'll be it.
Sounds good. X, as Valandra's turn comes to a close, you see a dark malevolence inhabit the Dread Warrior in front of you. It reaches out with one hand, letting go of its battle axe, and it tries to touch you. As it does...
It's the bad touch. It's the bad touch.
It is a bad touch.
However, it's a 15.
Against X?
Oh, against X?
Against X.
Yeah, it was against X.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard. Never mind.
That's alright. X, I think a 26 will tag you. You take 11 points of cold damage, and I need a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
That is
The +4.
chilly.
With a D4.
With a D4. And it is a cold, cold touch.
I'm gonna have to manually add the D4 because I didn't check the thing. Ooh, not gonna matter. Oh, yeah, no, not gonna matter.
Alright, X, you are paralyzed. And with
That's not
that,
great.
the Dread Warrior then returns its hand to
Wait.
its axe. Yep.
So is that does that proc Sentinel?
It is.
Boy, that's an excellent question. Yes, I'm going to say it does.
Okay, I'm gonna swing. Nope.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Oh.
no on that one. Now, striking at the paralyzed X, the Dread Warrior.
The other one, I'm assuming.
Same one.
Same one.
Same
Okay.
one. However, that malevolent intelligence has fled from its eyes. Now it's just back to big, dumb, and swinging a battle axe. Battle axe coming at you
Interesting. Okay.
with advantage. 21.
21 will do it.
You take 11 plus an additional 1d10 for being paralyzed. 14 total.
Whoomp.
Mord.
Seeing how already dire the situation is, Mord is going to start recklessly. No, yeah, sorry. Bonus action to rage.
Bonus action to rage.
Yep, and then recklessly attacking the Dread Warrior in front of Mord.
Certainly may. $19 will do.
Oh right, I forgot. I have 2 attacks.
Yes, you do. 23, also good. That is 13, 8, 21 points of
21.
damage. The Dread Warrior remains on its feet. Mord, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Meridia,
Yeah,
what you doing?
move forward a little bit, even though
Okay.
I hate it. And I'm gonna hex and move my hex to this guy and blast him.
Sure can. Boy, do you. All right, save your next hex. You just decimate that warrior.
Great.
He falls. Now
So
what?
blast the other guy.
This one.
Okay.
You do not get.
Jeez.
Wow, you are not messing
2
around.
nat 20s in a row.
he wants out so bad.
I was making up for all the shitty rolls that everybody else had apparently.
Fear
Earlier.
makes you strong.
Meridia, from down the hallway to the west, you hear, "Oh, you have promise. How do you feel about eternal life?"
Not great. Don't feel great about it. Don't feel great about any aspect of this, from any direction, from anyone.
Pity. You could be useful. And Meridia, any other actions?
Is panicking and crying a bonus action? Because I already used one of those.
It is a free object interaction to cry.
Okay, I'm gonna do that a little bit.
All right. Dawn.
Don just like bares his teeth and like hisses a bit when he's talking about bullshit and steps out. And will the bless count just for the first Eldritch Blast? or for
Blesses
both?
all of them. 1d4 to everything.
Sure.
And we can't see beyond that screen.
That
can we?
screen is in the way of sight, correct.
Okay, gotcha.
18, don't need the d4 on that one. That's 11 points of force damage. And 19's another 6. Well struck.
Doink.
Dawn, as you duck back down on the far side of the door, you can hear the door rattling. And then Dread Warriors emerge. As the doors open,
Oh.
a flood of darkness cascades down the hallway, the shadows lapping just inches from Meridia's feet. Coming through that darkness, however, is a Dread Warrior.
Oh, great.
Meridia, it reaches for you with its battle axe. You know what? No, it doesn't. It just flat out reaches for you.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh!
Please give me an athletics or acrobatics check versus a 21.
Um,
God.
Those
Crit
are both
again,
real
crit
bad.
again.
Athletics or what?
Athletics or acrobatics. And you will get a... do you get a d4 on those? I think you do.
No.
No. Sorry, no you don't. So athletics or acrobatics.
Attacks and saves.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Love
It does
you tonight.
not get hold of you.
Thank goodness. Everything's coming up, Meridia.
Everything is coming up Meridia. As zombies continue to rush the door, we'll get back to them later, because more importantly at the moment, you hear incantations from behind the screen. Something is being conjured. A massive cloud of greenish gas erupts.
Oh.
Choking, blinding.
Can we not? Can I counter that? I don't like that.
Can you
mean,
counter that?
Was
That's an
gonna do
excellent question.
You have to see the target in order to cancel
Counter
it,
spell
correct?
is within 60 feet. You can see the source of the magic. It seems as though this undead right here
So you
brought
can
about the
counter.
spell. So you
Okay.
can attempt to counter.
Attempt.
Okay. Yeah, I hate that.
Okay, what level of
Warlock.
spell slot
He
are
doesn't
you?
have a
Oh,
choice.
Warlock.
Fourth level.
Always the same, 4th level. This is, however, a higher level spell. So
So roll a charisma
you are
check.
rolling a charisma check, and your DC is a 15.
Is that a save or a check?
That is a
Check.
check.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the spell is not countered, and the cloud kill effect is summoned.
Post that spell
What does that do?
for us.
Sure can. That's not the spell.
Ugh.
So at the start of your turn, we will be looking at for Constitution saving throws or a chunk of poison damage.
What does heavily obscured mean?
You
Define
cannot
that.
see through it. You're effectively blind.
Can I see through it?
You can see the boundary of it. You are not in it yet. Oh wait, you have X-ray eyes. You can see through everything.
Okay, great. It
so
does
yes.
say solid object, so I'm just trying to keep honest here.
It's lots of tiny solid objects floating in the air, I guess.
It's physical matter. It's
Not
physical
sure
matter.
how that
Okay,
actually
great.
works. Zombies happen, skeletons happen, whites happen, zombies happen, Waverly happens. Waverly, what are you doing?
Can we see the people that are like 5 feet ahead of us, or can we not see anything?
You cannot see anything. You are aware of their location in the same way that you would be blind.
Mhm.
So you can swing at people with disadvantage, but you cannot see them.
This is terrible. What are we doing in here? This is terrible.
I don't think we expected to run it directly into the Lich's face this fast.
No, we did not. All right.
We'd shoot the guy behind us there, Waverly.
I'm gonna stab him. I want to stab him.
Let him do that.
Wow,
Nice
you do!
natural 20.
Jesus
You
Christ.
gone. Jesus.
34, 42, 49 points of damage?
Hey, thanks.
It should die for that.
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
That girl, Waverly. Oh my god.
Yeah, Waverly, you're just like annoyed. Plunk. And you just like pop every stitch holding this thing together, and it just falls apart. Waverly, what else would you like to do?
Pop back down the hallway and hide in the corner.
Okay, go ahead and you got it. It's a solid stealth. So as you do that, the Dread Warrior comes forward. It sees Meridia. It attempts, like its brethren, to pull her back. Meridia, you need to beat a 5 with an athletics or an acrobatics roll. Wow. You can't cut that any closer, can you?
Okay.
So, with that, the Dread Warrior seems annoyed. Outside, nothing happens. Inside, X, you can't see, and I need to ask you to make a Constitution saving throw or take the amount of damage about to be shown. DC 17? Only manages 16.
Cough,
Please take
cough,
15
cough.
points of poison damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm paralyzed. I'm not allowed to cough.
That's true. You are paralyzed and not allowed to cough.
All right. So we're gonna end my turn.
You're going to end your turn, and please go ahead and roll yourself to deparalyze.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn my demon dice.
Okay. With the inspiration,
Figures.
18 plus 1 is good to go. And the DM now has advantage on a roll. X. Your turn has passed. Telaise, you are, I'm going to say, just outside of that, because I think I put that down on a bad spot. Let me just shift myself back here.
I got a question. We all got like one inspiration, right? Way back.
You all do have inspiration at the moment, yes.
Okay. All right.
So, Telaise, you are not within the current boundaries of the sickening fog. What are you
Inspiration
doing?
gives advantage. I never inspire myself, so I have to ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
Session inspiration gives advantage.
Do it.
Use my session inspiration, and I'm gonna dispel that cloud.
Okay. Choose an object you use. You can see magical effect. It is not 3rd level, so we will need a little bit of effort on this one. We need a DC 15 spell check with advantage.
So this is my spellcasting modifier, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Which would be your charisma.
Charisma check.
Yep.
With
charisma
advantage.
check.
Plus Jack of all trades.
Yep.
Okay, my jack of all trades. How do I add that?
I think it does it automatically.
I
So
believe
just
it
roll
could.
an alt check, and if it doesn't, we can add it.
Charisma check with advantage. My heart is racing.
Add advantage.
Good advantage call. Good call.
I had my charisma. Okay. All right, I'm gonna check that inspiration so I don't remember. I don't have it anymore. Goodbye, fog.
Indeed. Telaise, what else you got?
It's gonna actually move a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh God. Okay, I think that's my turn.
Okay, Telaise, as your turn comes to an end, you hear an absolute hiss of disgust, and you see that malevolent energy take hold of the Dread Warrior near Meridia. It looks to you,
Oof.
and as it's looking at you, it just reaches out and tries to grab hold of her. A 23, Meridia, I believe is going to hit. Please take 14 points of cold damage and give me a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
That's probably not. Nope.
Add a D4.
You are going to pass because you have a
You're
D4.
blessed.
Oh.
That is one of the most important D4s ever brought about.
Yep.
You do pass.
Great, thanks.
14
you're
points of
not
cold damage,
paralyzed.
but you are not paralyzed.
People don't get auto crits on you.
That is true. Outside the doors, rattling happens. Valandra, what are you up to?
Okay. That is a good question. I will. Do I know if undead are immune to poison? Because I know that, but I don't know if Valandra knows that.
I'm not even sure that all undead are immune to poison, but it's fairly common knowledge.
Okay. I will. I will move forward and booming blade with my mace then.
Certainly may. 23 is going to hit. 9. 17 is a considerable chunk of damage. And he falls.
Oh, good. I will continue moving forward then.
You bounce into some form of object in front of you. It is invisible,
Okay.
but it is a mass.
Can I tell? Is it like? Is it like a wall or is it like an invisible creature? Can I tell?
You would say an invisible and perhaps unseen servant.
And I can't get through it.
You cannot. It occupies a space.
Can I move to the north instead?
You can try.
Can I move? Well, okay.
Nope. Not there. So you can move there.
Mm-hmm.
You can move there. You can move there. I don't know how much.
That's as far as I got.
Okay. You can get to there. And through there, through a gap, you can see a rather well-dressed dead person. And anything else for your turn?
Nope.
The rather well-dressed dead person gestures towards you, and a bolt of fire heads your way.
Sure.
I don't think a 13 is going to hit, though.
Bring it.
Not quite.
Mord.
Okay, so Mord saw Valandra
Bump into several
get
invisible
repelled
things.
by
Yeah.
invisible forces.
Mhm.
With Mord's eagle vision, can he detect any visual distortions in the areas where they are?
There is no visual distortion. They are invisible forces. So they are unseen
Invisible.
servants.
Okay.
That is where they are. They are invisible. You could attack them,
Right.
but they are invisible.
Okay.
But you can go past Valandra because she seemed to get through there. So.
Right. How sturdy does that screen look?
On a scale of 1 to cardboard, you'd say cardboard.
Cardboard, great. Just because moving around, he doesn't necessarily have the movement to get up there this turn. He is going to move forward. He is going to try to lash out at the invisible forces.
Sure, give me an attack roll.
Sure, I'll start with that.
I don't think you needed that reckless, but sure.
He's a reckless fellow.
They're invisible, so that's a straight roll, right?
They are invisible, so that is a straight roll, correct. 23 is fine. You burst their bubble.
All right, so he
Yeah,
goes
he's clear.
charging through. He topples over the screen and runs up. Sees the Lich and runs up next to him for the second attack.
Okay, as you see the Lich and rush forward, the Lich draws its robe closer about it, goes, "E." And please
Confused
go ahead.
because he wasn't quite sure if that was some sort of magic power word or if he was just making a very strange, scared noise. He still recklessly attacks, though.
Sure
because
can.
that was declared at the beginning of the turn.
Oh, that's fair.
With advantage, please. 18 will hit. 14 points of slashing magical damage dealt. Mord, anything else for you?
Nope, I think that's going to be it.
All right. Meridia.
Rage.
Yeah. There's an icky nasty guy next to me. I'm gonna hex him and I'm gonna blast him.
Sure can. He is right next to you, so you will have disadvantage on the attack.
And if I move away, he's just gonna poke me.
He will certainly try.
Attack
Okay,
him.
it'll probably work.
A 12 will not. Neither will an 8, unfortunately.
Okay. I mean, he's gonna poke me no matter what I do, so I'll just stay right there.
All right. Dawn. What else you got?
When word went trampling into that room, like, is that entire front privacy curtain down now?
I would say probably.
Okay.
I don't think Mord's the I'm going to fold this neatly to the side kind of guy. I feel he might even have. I think he might have swung his Admentium.
No, there wasn't enough time to bring that out, unfortunately. Like, as cool as that would be, he either knocked it down or cut a hole through it.
Okay.
So,
Knocking it-
but I assumed he knocked it down.
Okay, so there are people in the way now of what I was gonna do. So Dawn's gonna swing around and blast at this fellow. Come on. Cooperate, fingers.
Wow, you do.
Does.
That is 15. That is 9. That is 24 points of forceful damage. As it all comes crashing down. Anything else for you?
No, he's gonna stay here currently.
All right. As Dawn stays there, skeletons with pikes do things, zombies do things, and then the Lich himself looks at Mord, sighs, which takes considerable effort as it doesn't breathe, and then vanishes.
Shit.
Oh, that's so rude.
Now, some of you may be aware of the spell Dimension Door. Does anyone have anything they can do about it?
I mean, he's casting a spell.
He is casting a spell.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
I also have counterspell, but I can't see him.
Yeah, I'm closer also. And he, like, paralyzed me and stuck me in, like, an acid thing, so... Fuck that. I'm sorry, that's at 4th level.
That is at 4th level. And as you cast that at 4th level, he will attempt to counter your counter. However, he only does it at 3rd level, so he will need to roll on that.
That's a DC 13.
DC 13. Where you at here, buddy? +9. This is not a. This is not +9 to hit with spell attacks.
That's
Plus,
not.
no, sorry. DC spell.
If he's a wizard, it would just be an int check.
Would just be an int check. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Int check.
Cool.
He counters and vanishes. Meridia, you're well aware that he just moved up north.
Where-ish?
Am I on the right level? Orange blinky
Yes.
to the north.
Yes, you are.
All right. And with that... Yep.
No, what were you gonna say?
I'd say with that, his turn comes to a close. Some zombies do some things. Some skeletons in white do some things. And then Waverly, we get to find out what you're doing.
I can go stab this monster over here.
You could go stab that monster over there. You do stab that monster over there. You stab it real hard. And that monster is no longer a monster.
Can I have a pocket Waverly always, please?
She practically already is a pocket. Fits in a pocket, you know?
She can make bank with Danger Mouse plusies.
With their special hidden pins. Waverly, anything else for you?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
No, I think that's it.
You got it. To the north, for the first time, you hear a concerted effort to tear the door open. However, it remains closed. Instead,
26. Oh my god.
Instead, you start hearing them hammer upon the door as if to break it down. But they can't seem to find purchase. X, what are you doing?
Meridia, which way?
Why are you asking me?
No, which way did he go?
Oh, up. Yeah, he's north.
So as you dash in and out of the room, you can see that the chamber you were just in had tapestries lining the walls. They're well-appointed living quarters. The screens divided into smaller sections containing couches, tables, and desks. Up until recently, it also contained a lich. As you dash back out, you can see the doors to the north and south remain closed. The door to the north is starting to be worked open.
Okay. I'm going to toss around just a little bit of fire between my hands and Telaise, get the door open. I know you did a really good job with that trident. Just open it up. I promise you'll be fine.
No, absolutely not.
See, that was gonna get a lot worse real quick. And I'm going to prep Fireball for when the north door opens.
Okay. So
Stealing my ideas.
Telaise, you've heard them ask for the door open. Whether you think that's a good idea is all up to you. What's happening?
I mean, you've also seen X scrawl crazy runes and get distracted for minutes on end for no reason.
Never open.
I mean, take your pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now. Do it now.
Maybe we should try to ready actions.
I guess I'm a little worried about him getting through all the corridors that we're in like that. You could ready it if he's gonna move up. I don't know.
I'm not readying a spell that I'm gonna lose if I can't get it off. That's not happening. It's just a waste of a spell slot.
I mean, okay.
If I'm not going to use it now, I'm going to do something else. That's what I'm saying. In time for that thing that we had talked about previously, so that
I mean, I guess you can move through friendly squares, so it's probably fine. I say go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Sure.
Okie dokie. I can see Mord, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, plenty of space for that. It's now a T-Rex. Mord is now a raging T-Rex.
Mord is now a raging T-Rex. Okie dokie. Mord the raging T-Rex.
Morty, the raging.
Mord the raging T-Rex. There we go.
How the hell am I gonna get out of this goddamn room?
You're gonna have to squeeze a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah, you can squeeze through the corridor.
So, Telaise, you have created a Tyrannosaurus. Anything else that you would like to do?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I'm not opening that door, and she's gonna move in here to clear the way for the T-Rex she just made.
Okay. So as Telaise takes a step back, from down south, you start hearing the door thumped upon, but that one is arcanely sealed and takes very little damage from it. Valandra.
Would it just be an object interaction to open the door from this side? The one that's just jammed?
Which one?
The north one.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Take the trident away and it would open.
45. I will open the door, and I believe trigger a held action by X.
Yeah, you do. X. What you doing, buddy? So do me a favor and make that circle one more time.
Centered here. That's what he was saying.
Good. No, you got to go all the way around with the circles. Circles, not a hat. Keep going. There you go.
Oh,
there
no.
we go.
No, you just...
It's fine.
It's fine. What could go wrong? Unleashing hordes of demons.
Fire
So
doesn't
X,
disrupt magic circles. I'm sure it's fine.
could I see? There we go. A 25-point fireball
Nice.
with the DC 16 saving throw. So let's find out about the big guy. Big guy, dexterity saving throw. He makes it and will take 12, it appears. Let's look at the little guys. Oh, they could survive that. They could survive that reasonably easily. Let's do our whites. North to south. Oh, they're taking all of that. Big spells, big spells. And then a ton of zombies. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One passed. Suddenly look a little lonely in Zombie Town. So, Valandra.
Yep.
There's been fire.
Yep.
You can see the 3 magic circles to the north of you. The edges are distorted. The demons within are throwing themselves against the wall in an effort to get free. They see their opportunity, but they're not through yet. Is there any other activity for you?
Did the fire hit them as well?
The fire did not hit them. It broke against the magic circle, but it has distorted the ruins.
No, I'm good.
All right. As you settle in, the Lich gestures to the Dread Warrior. The Dread Warrior reaches out towards you. $20.
Nope.
Nope. You are ridiculous. Mord, you're a T-Rex.
That's bad noise. Anyway, okay, I am a T-Rex. Yep.
You are a T-Rex.
Yep. So I kind of heard what was discussed from this past week, but I am still raging, correct?
You are a raging T-Rex.
I am a raging T-Rex. Okay.
And pretty much everybody is pointing up to the north. Like, that way, go that
Yep.
way, be angry that way.
Go through friendly spaces.
That
Yep,
is true.
so
You can get through friendly spaces,
friendly spaces. No,
but you're going to
I
be
understand.
annoyed by an invisible object in just a moment.
Yes, I am. So I need to have 3 consecutive spaces, correct? In order to move through?
You need at least 2.
At least 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Make
is it
a
like half movement beyond that?
So you can squeeze down one size smaller than you are. So you can
okay.
you can squeeze yourself down to being a medium creature, but you would have disadvantage on attacks when you're doing it.
large creature.
Large creature.
Yeah.
Okay. So
tail
hold
attack
on a
against
sec. I'm
that one.
still. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. Just. Sorry, looking at T-Rex stuff is new.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reckless attack as a T-Rex, or is it just raging?
No.
Just
Because it's
raging.
passive.
Raging.
Just raging? Gotcha.
Yep.
You don't have access to any of your class effects, but ones that are already there are still.
So 19 damage. because of
19
raging.
damage. You are at disadvantage on the attack. It
Not yet.
does not have. It's invisible.
It's invisible.
Oh right, sorry.
But
So
good
16.
news, bad news. It does not have a good armor class. So yeah, you're fine.
All right, and then 50 movement.
Halved because you are squeezing through the squeezing spaces.
Right, but that's not until.
Yep,
this
not until
point,
not until you get to there.
So
Kind of feel like a T-Rex should be able to
There.
hip check those things out of the way.
That's what he just did.
The other ones. Not that we could see them flying.
yeah, so that's as far as I can get as a T-Rex.
Okie doke.
There's an additional 5 feet of movement, but I can't use it because I'm squeezing.
Sounds good. You now have a hallway full of T-Rex. Meridia. There's a dinosaur. Oh, muted?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no problem.
I was muted. It's real hot in here. I need to have the fan on. Can
Sure.
I move the hex to the big ugly?
Certainly may.
On it? Can I change it to intelligence if it was strength before? Is that allowed?
I believe it stays strength until you recast it. Feel free to
Okay.
double check me on that one.
RAW, that's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, and I guess it's gonna hex what it's gonna hex.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll try to pick off some of the littler guys. Oh, I'm on the wrong clicky thing. This guy, I'll blast him.
Okay. Do you want the hex on him, or do you want the hex on
No,
the boss?
I want the hex on the boss, but I want to
Okay.
blast this guy.
Sure. You do blast him. He is still standing, though.
Well, then we'll blast him again.
That one is a little shy of blasting him again.
Cough bless.
Cough bless indeed.
What?
Roll a
Roll a
d4.
d4. Get a 2.
Yeah, don't get a 1. There we go.
3's even
3.
better. And that will do it for the Dread Warrior. Meridia, anything else?
Wait, that door's like real sealed, like real shut, right?
Real shut. It's got an
Okay.
arcane lock on it, at least.
Okay. Okay, we're good then.
Dawn.
Going to scoot this way so he can see Big Ugly over there.
Mm-hmm.
Hume.
Both of those pews hit for 20 points of forceful damage. Well fired.
We'll get out of the Tyrannosaurus's way.
I mean, it's important to stay out of the Tyrannosaurus's way. Down below, skeletons thrash. Up above, an evil person does evil things. The Lich seems to grow tired of you. It incants something awful as it walks away. What are you? Stop that! Do not dance.
Gonna say whatever it is, counterspell.
Yep. Unfortunately, he's a little smarter than that, so he moves out of your counterspelling range. And from a distance, he calls forth a rippling sphere of negative energy, some 60 feet in radiance. So he gonna hit the heck out of all y'all.
No.
Can it go through walls?
And his friends. Not that he can.
Hang on, let me see if it goes around corners. So he's gonna plant it down about here. And let me double check the going around corners bit. Negative energy ripples out 60-foot radius. Telaise, I'll give you advantage on the saving throw. Because you've got 3/4 cover from where it is detonating. And here we go. So would everybody please... Only 23. But please give me a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, taking half. Don't forget your D4s.
Thank God.
I am not a blessed raging T-Rex.
You are not. It's sad.
unfortunately.
You are not.
I'm still boned.
Actually, you could survive.
And that was half, right?
Half if you pass. Last lonely zombie meanders up. Zombie. Slam. 21? Valandra, does a 21 tag you?
No.
Gosh, darn it! You
Good.
are...
Off by 1.
You are nonsense is what you are. As the zombies' attack fails, the Lich aims down the hall and fires a bolt at the troublesome Mousefolk, who slaughtered all of his friends.
Oh,
Waverly,
no.
with a +2 to your armor class, does a 17 hit you?
With a +2?
No, 17 is the adjusted.
17 is adjusted?
Yep.
Yes, then a 17 hits me.
Please take 25 points of fiery damage.
Shit.
Use your reaction.
Yeah. Use my reaction to have that.
Certainly may.
Holy shit.
Waverly, it is now your turn.
Okay, give me a sec to math here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. This is very rude. This is very, extremely rude. And now I'm hurt. Okay. I'm gonna run up to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stab this guy.
No, not the poor zombie.
Get out of here.
That is going to super hit and super kill.
Okay. He's out of the way. And then I'm going to dash over here and then hide behind the pillar.
Jesus.
Boy, do you.
I disappear.
And it's a good thing you do, because that Lich was like lining you up for the next firebolt and had started to lead ahead of the column, and like you never came out the other side. Upset with your vanishing act, he fires a bolt down the hallway, aiming for Meridia, because he's had enough of trying to shoot at Valandra. Meridia,
By the way, is he able to shoot through the magic circles, or is the magic circle gone?
he is able to shoot through the magic circles. They
Okay.
are now disturbed.
Oh, well, nice going, dude.
That's why I said don't
Mer-
do that.
Meridia, 20 for 25.
Mm.
And X, as a bolt of flame flies past you, what are you up to?
Dope. Those circles are down?
Those circles are down, but the demons have not been able to force their way out yet. Does it look like... let's find out. Let's find out this very moment. Mains, are you able to escape from the confinement of the circle? No, you are not. Vrock, are you able to escape from the confines of the circle? Nah, they're just not that bright.
Come on, guys. You had one job this round. Okay. I mean, the guy's fleeing. I mean, I like it when my liches flee, but it's kind of inconvenient. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Valandra, you can see right over me, right? It's totally fine.
Yep.
And I will... Out of that, out of that, out of that, out of that. Ray of Frost!
Boy, that's a good ray of frost. 7 points of cold damage.
I would say it's a very accurate Ray of Frost.
Quite accurate. As the Lich gets a little frosty.
And that's me.
You would say, however, it's not as frosty as you might have expected.
Boo.
Boo. And as that is you, the Lich will end its legendary actions with a firebolt towards X. X. $20 for 15?
20. I cast shield.
Okay. Telaise.
Our raging T-Rex took damage this round, right?
Our raging
I
T-Rex has
attacked
taken
this-
some damage and attacked.
I also attacked, so
You're okay for. No, we're at the top of the round, so do you need to take damage or do attack something before the end of your turn? Is that how rage?
so it's between my actions.
Yeah, it's not.
So
it's
I'm
not.
good up until my turn, or between the end of or the start of my turn and the start of my next turn, I need to take or deal damage.
Okay, so you're okay for the moment. In that case, Telaise will drink a healing potion.
Alrighty. Please guzzle your healing potion.
4 plus 2, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
2 or 1?
2.
2.
So 1 more d4 for you. Every point helps. Any bonus action or movement.
On some things. Can I see Dawn and Meridia from where I am?
Yes.
Can't
Like-
see Valandra.
Cannot see Valandra.
We're gonna do a mantle of inspiration. Hang on. I will never remember because I don't know because it changes every level. 2d8 of extra hit points will go to. Very nice.
Wow.
We're gonna go ahead and give that to Meridia, Dawn, and the T-Rex for funsies because I can see them. And anybody who would like to, who receives these points, may take a free action to move towards, be up to their movement.
They certainly may.
If you'd like to get out of range, Meridia.
Probably, yeah, 1 more square. There we go.
And Dawn, let me know if you choose to move.
I am. I'm trying to type. Hold on.
Sure.
There we go. Going to get a wee bit closer. There.
Okay. And as everyone posts up, Valandra, big hallway ahead of you. Big hall ahead of you. What you doing?
That is a good question. Are we chasing after the Lich?
Dawn says yes.
X says
Okay.
yes.
All right.
T-Rex roars,
Um,
which is very loud. I'm in a very confined hallway.
I mean, you might not actually manage to roar very loudly because you're sort of compressed. You might get sort of an asthmatic wheeze.
Asthmatic
Jeez,
wheeze.
my ears.
so the demons are still not able to break out of the circles. So
They
far?
are able to, but they have not managed it. So they know that they can get out. They just haven't accomplished it.
We'll go there and use a Sacred Flame.
Certainly may.
Nice.
DC 17 dexterity saving throw. Lich. He does pass. No damage inflicted. Valandra, anything else for you?
Nope.
Mord.
Mort is a very unhappy T-Rex.
Aw.
So unhappy, in fact, that he's going to swing his tail out to the right to try to catch the unseen servants
Certainly may.
before moving forward. And doesn't actually hit with an 11, I'm assuming?
Well, you know what? You would hit with an 11, but that is a nat 1, so miss. But that does count as an attack.
Right, I know. Well, it doesn't matter if... and my head's facing the wrong way. Oh, this isn't great. I can't use the tail attack. As a T-Rex in this hallway, am I able to turn around without consuming movement?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
But you look ridiculous.
I imagine kind of like a cat in like a box trying to like turn over.
Yeah.
Like if you can imagine a T-Rex trying to tie its shoes with its teeth, kind of like that. That's better though.
A 12 hits, I'm assuming.
12 does hit.
Yep. Yeah, and then he will move 50 feet closer, as in 25 feet closer.
Mm-hmm. Wriggle.
Which
You can go one more forward by using the diagonals.
Oh, can I?
Yeah,
okay.
One more forward there. There we go.
Mr. T-Rex is sucking it in for the moment. More to anything else for you?
No, that was literally so much effort to get down this hallway.
Meridia, a T-Rex just squoze past you. What are you up to? Squoze.
And yes, you're muted.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't want to go forward into that room. I appreciate the temporary hit points, but that's not...
Just go 2 squares, shoot at him, and then go back.
Can I shoot past the big old T-Rexy boy?
You can. He will
Probably
have
has
some cover.
but,
Yes,
yeah.
but you can take the shot.
All right, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna crouch down. I'm gonna shoot between his legs.
Yoink. The 10 definitely no.
14.
14 still no. That'll hit.
Roll another hex because you crit, so you double the dice.
Sure do.
Nice.
9, 16, 26 points of forceful and necrotic damage
Neat.
dealt to the Lich. Well shot.
I'm gonna skitter back into my hidey hole.
It's a good hidey hole. Lich does not look at all pleased with you. Dawn.
Okay.
Though he does call out, enrollment opportunities still available.
And you said we could fire through these now? These circles?
These can be fired through now. They have been disrupted.
Okay. Dawn is actually going to Gnome to here.
Okay.
And he's in the process pulling one of the scrolls. And this is not one that's in the compendium, so I have to post it. So it will be that one at level 4. No, or whatever the scroll is at, I guess.
Scrolls will cast at the
base level.
Yeah, base level. So
2.
Okay. So that's 3d8. It would be but he needs to make a dexterity save for whatever the is, I suppose.
He will elect to counterspell that.
Lame. That takes up a counterspell.
It does take up a counterspell.
And he could
And his reaction. So.
And his reaction.
Finish his Gnome behind the pole.
Numing forwards and numing back again. That brings up our skeletons down below. That brings up our Lich. Our Lich sizes up the opposition. Takes a few steps back.
How
And
many?
then
How many steps back? Can you take 10 less feet of steps back?
He could have taken 10 less feet of steps back. Oh, he could take 10 less feet of steps back. Indeed he did. Thank y'all.
I don't know if it'll matter.
Lich still takes half damage of the fire.
A counterspell.
Counterspell.
Oh,
He
counterspell.
Succeed on
yes,
save.
Sorry, he counterspelled.
He counterspelled, not just decided to pass.
Nope, that was a...
That was the vampire.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he also has that, but
He could also have that trick. Certain liches have been known to do certain
I
things.
wonder whether a lich counts as a legendary creature.
They
It's
may.
such a mystery.
They may. However, this lich is going to attempt to conjure once more a big old cloud of poison on y'all. Anyone doing anything about that?
Counterspell.
How far away
Are you within 60 feet?
Hold on.
Don't think so.
Dawn is 65.
You are
Yeah.
60 feet away.
Ooh, and what level is your counterspell?
4?
And then I will need a DC 15
Yeah, 15.
charisma check for you.
Assuming cloud kill.
It is cloud kill.
15.
Oh,
Oh boy. Attempt to counter your counter spell. And that was a 4th level spell, so he is at a DC of 14 as he makes his intelligence countering attempt.
He doesn't have a reaction unless he uses his legendary
Yeah, he's-
actions to do
No,
so.
he used his reaction. He can't counterspell.
It's his turn. He's got his reaction back.
Oh,
His turn came
Yeah.
around.
Oh, right.
So
you're right.
he does counter the counter spell. Though you are making him burn through the spell slots.
Question.
Mhm.
No, I can't do it this round because it's a reaction, but I do have a scroll of counterspell. How could you pull a scroll in as a reaction?
Yes.
Because I was looking at that, I'm like, how does that work as a scroll?
Yes, you would be able to use that particular scroll as a reaction, I guess. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But in any case, wait, hang on, that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the right size. To the map. And that will encapsulate many of the party.
even me, who is hidden.
Even you who is wee and hidden. And you who is wee and hidden, Waverly, are going to be the first to have to make me a Constitution saving throw against an amount of poison. That amount of poison today for you will be
Oh, fuck.
29 points of poisonous damage.
I would like to use one of my lucky points for that.
You may certainly lucky yourself a reroll.
Never mind.
It is not lucky enough. Waverly, 29 points of poison course into you.
Try to remember, do I still have my reaction?
You would have, I believe you have
It
your
is
reaction.
your turn again, so yes.
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 It is
I-
your turn. Do me a favor, read me what that thing does, because I thought
Yeah,
that was attacks
you-
only.
Yeah, you can't use it on this because this is
Oh.
not an attack.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
then
this
I-
would be evasion. I think. No, that it's
But
not.
that's
even
only
evasion.
dex. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's only Dex. I'm dead. or at least unconscious. I had plans. God damn it.
Waverly falls to unconsciousness. X, unfortunately, also going to be the victim of this poison. X, your poison number is half of 24, which seems like 12.
Does seem like 12.
Along with that being the magic number, you are a bit blind.
I don't like being blind.
You can see!
Okay, that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I... Oop. Gonna need to take that third one a bit differently. We were in the cloud here. 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I can see him.
You can see each other, yep.
Okay. More cantrips for you, buddy.
Wow!
Nice.
Did not hold back with that cantrip. Frosty damage dealt. Slowing him once more. X, anything else?
No, just keep it slow, buddy. Also, ow. Just kind of slamming my back against the pillar here.
As you slam your back against the pillar, a firebolt streaks towards you. You have considerable cover at the moment. +5 to your armor class. X, does a 19 get you?
Oof. I will go to empty in the gas tank.
Okay. Telaise.
Oh, Christ. Okay, she's gonna move here, which is all of her movement.
Mm-hmm.
Last dispel magic scroll.
Okay. Scrolls are coming in handy today. That is going to be a DC 15, I believe, on your charisma check.
Roll an 8 or higher.
Unfortunately, that will not do.
I got
The
guys.
cloud kill remains.
My
Telaise.
turn.
All right. As Telaise's turn comes to an end, one more firebolt streaking out towards X. This one has the kiss of a demon on it. Refunding my demon die with advantage. Firebolt. X has +5 to his armor class. I don't think an 11's going to do, X.
Not so much, no.
White with the pike does things down below, and then Valandra asks you to roll your Constitution saving throw against some poisonous damage. I know you've got resistance to this, so it shouldn't be too terrible for you. So you'll be taking half of 22.
Okay. So let's see here. I can't see through the cloud, so do I know Waverly is unconscious?
Say yes.
I do know.
Yeah. I mean, you would have heard,
Okay.
ah!
That's
Or, like-
probably what it sounded like, yeah.
I mean, there might have been some more daring dude, and I feel maybe Waverly would ham it up.
Oh!
It's-
There were gestures accompanying that sound, but you can't see it, so I don't know why I made them.
I felt them, though. In my soul, I did feel them. And it was a
Yeah, so
poison
did I.
death, so you might have been reciting some Romeo and Juliet, a little...
I have 10 feet of... Well, okay, wait. Can I drag Waverly 5 feet back, or is that an action? Because I do have 10 feet of movement left.
That's fine. You can pick up Waverly. She is now an object.
Okay, so I'll drag her 5 feet back, so
Okay.
she's out of the cloud. And then, yeah, let's see. I do not have any potions left, so I will use a charge from the staff of healing.
Certainly may.
Oh, minimum. Okay, take 9.
Waverly, you receive 9 points of healing damage. Healing damage. Yeah.
Healing damage.
Healing
Healing
damage,
damage.
cannon.
Yep.
You just hit me over the head with your staff, and that healed me.
That may have been what happened. Valandra, anything else for you?
Nope.
All right. Valandra, you get to see one last firebolt heading towards X. X, +5 to your armor class. But I think a 23 might tag you.
Okay, so I'm at 16 plus 10, 26. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, make sure you just keep pressing on the bleh.
Valandra.
Is that you going unconscious too?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Mord, big dinosaur that you are, all you see is noxious gas ahead of you. What you doing?
Yep. Well, he's charging.
All right, Mord, being the giant dino that you are, please make me a Constitution saving throw as you enter. And you are going to be rolling against 24 points of poisonous giant dino damage, which I think you get to reduce to 12 because you're a special person.
Yep.
Wrathful
Oh
dino.
shit, that is correct. I forgot about that. So I still have temporary hit points.
You have
You
to
still You have temporary hit points, and you are raging, and you're a dinosaur.
welcome.
Great, 4 hit points. Now, if only I retained Dwarf, that would be down to 6 damage. But I don't, because I'm a T-Rex, so that was 20 feet of movement.
And then 30 and you're out of squeezing.
Plork? Yep, hang on. Don't forget, you are a big dino.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm using my action to dash.
Okay.
Squeezing through at there, so I was at 45 before I needed to squeeze again.
Okay. You don't need to squeeze for the circles.
Oh. Can I move through the circles?
Well, yes and no.
Move through the.
Okay.
Yes, you can move through the circles. The demons may contest this ability of yours.
Okay. Okay. So if I'm not squeezing anymore at 45. $100. Well, I guess I can move through the circle.
Move through the circle. You probably want to go around,
well,
not through.
These
Yeah,
circles
I would
weren't
say
affected,
I would
right? These
I would
circles
say-
are still fine though.
So those circles are fine, but you can move through them.
Oh.
Don't
So if
disturb.
you want to cross the circle with your buddy the demon, he's just the friendliest. Like as the dinosaur comes over, he's like, psst.
Yep.
I mean, I would say wait and go through the circle in the middle, but it depends on whether the T-Rex would think of that. So,
Yeah, he wouldn't think of that. He saw the clawed kale and remembered from his past life as a dwarf that there was a path around. But yeah.
All right.
wait, that
Which
last point, could
means-
you have gone diagonal to get up adjacent to him, or? I
Didn't
guess
I
you're-
move up diagonally?
Oh, I thought you moved up one diagonally and then one over. Was what it looked like to me.
I don't recall. I'm gonna leave it at this, and I'm
That's
still
fair.
within range anyway.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take a bite down at the Lich.
You dashed, unfortunately.
You did dash.
You're correct. Nope.
No bite left, but you are
This took so long, I forgot that I dashed.
you are
Okay.
slavering, just ready for it. Meridia, though, what are you doing? There's too much stuff to be seen through, so you can't attack without rushing into the poison.
Can I like do one of these and like go diagonally and not into it?
Sure.
Okay.
But I will say that's a athletics or acrobatics saving throw at a 10. Athletics or acrobatics check at a 10 to squeeze in that fashion.
Okay. I guess my goal is to end up over here.
Sure.
So we'll
Give
see
me-
how that goes.
Acrobatics or athletics, and you will not take any poison troubles.
Wow.
Oof.
So you get up close and you're like, yeah, no, I can't do this. So are you pushing forward into the poison fog anyway, or staying back?
Can you tell me how much it hurts? Am I allowed to know that? Like
I mean,
what kind of
it's been hurting 24 on average.
24? Oh god.
On average,
Yeah,
you might get away with less than that.
Well,
8.
so
My
point
goal
of
was to
interest,
dash
you-
over there and to try and stabilize X
yeah, but
on my next turn.
You can still so you're still within 30 feet, so you can move over there on your next turn, trying the acrobatics again, probably. I don't know, Casey.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
But it would be a round of waiting.
Yeah, I would hold off and try it again on your next turn.
Okay.
But so you still have an action, I believe, and since I think last time we said you can see through the cloud kill.
Cannot see through the cloud kill.
Cannot. Okay.
Cannot.
With her X-ray vision.
Oh,
For
I'm sorry.
X-ray
X-ray vision.
can.
X-ray vision can. Is that concentration, or is that just
No.
always on for you?
I just do that,
I
Oh.
don't believe
I
so.
think. Let me double check.
I don't know how long it's been.
It hasn't been quite a minute yet.
Oh,
Okay.
oh wait. It says it lasts for 1 minute or until my concentration ends.
You took a pretty good couple of whomps of damage, so I would guess your concentration's probably ended. Just give me a quick Constitution saving throw. We'll just call it-
Wait, could she even have done that with Hex?
Oh, Hex is concentration too, isn't it?
I don't know if it's an ability that allows you to function as if it's concentration, or if it is just straight up
No,
concentration.
Hex is concentration, and
no,
we
she
should
means
have.
the ghostly gaze.
Right, but it says or ghostly
Hang on.
gaze is concentration as an ability, correct?
There you go. That's exactly what it does.
Or until your
Yeah.
concentration ends, as if you're
You can't.
concentrating on
Yeah,
a
you
spell.
can't concentrate on two things, so you would have had to end one for the other. We'll imagine that the gods weren't paying attention, and the Hex is up for the moment. But your ghostly gaze has
I
dropped.
promise I wasn't trying to cheat.
Nope, that's fine.
I mean,
This-
no one else noticed until
Yeah, there's
now,
enough things going on that
potentially,
that's not
so.
a super worry. Though, actually, do give me a Constitution saving throw to keep your Hex up, because I forgot to ask you for that when you did take some damage.
Right.
You're fine. He's still hexed. So, Meridia,
Okay, so we're establishing I can't see through it. I can't blast anyone or anything. So then I'm gonna
Right.
have to be done.
okay.
Wait. Oh wait. I have an action. I can heal myself
You could heal yourself.
with my herbalism kit.
You may
No, my healer's
certainly,
kit.
you may
Yeah.
certainly do that.
What do I
Please
roll for that?
apply the heal.
1d6 plus 12.
Where does the plus 12 come from?
Plus 4 plus hit dice.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Can I just type it in like plus 12?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
14.
All right, please gain that many hit points. And then Dawn, I do need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw against this poison. Your poison is of the flavor 13 points of damage.
Nice.
And you do pass, taking only 6.
Yay! He wants to not be in that anymore.
That seems like a reasonable desire.
Scoot this way. And Eldritch Blast it.
Eldritch.
Fellow.
Blast.
Eldritch Blade.
Yes, please.
There we go.
Ooh.
Ooh, those are good hits. That is 6, and that is 7. 6 and 7 is 13. 13 points of forceful damage struck. Anything else for you?
No, he's going to calm his breathing, because that was gross. And,
That was pretty
reground
gross.
himself.
And as you do these things... Whoop! Come back here. Nope, you're not that lucky. At the beginning of his turn, the poisonous vapors move 10 feet to the south.
How's that concentration
Enveloping.
doing for him, by the way?
How is that concentration
He
doing for
has
him?
taken
He
A number
has
of-
taken. It's
several
almost
hits.
as if he cannot lose concentration on a conjuration spell by taking damage.
Okay.
No.
As you
That's a
peek
thing.
behind the curtain. You are enveloped. And then, blink.
Kidding me
he's
right now?
gone. A dimension door spell is cast.
Oh shit.
Can anyone do anything about it?
I don't think so.
I don't have a...
Just we're panicking and crying.
All right, panicking and crying happens.
I think we're gonna live through this one, guys.
And then skeletons. And then Waverly. Waverly, good news. You have some hit points.
I do. I am going to down a potion of healing.
Certainly may.
Yeah, it's something. How about I move over to Valandra's other side, and I'm just gonna hide behind Valandra. That seems like a really good plan.
Does seem like a solid plan.
Bye.
Bye. X, I do need to ask for a death saving throw, I think.
Shh, liches get stitches.
Uh, and you do get a success on your death saving throw. And then Telaise, what are you doing?
She's gonna go back in here. She's gonna take her 30 feet. Is it possible for her to do a search of anything important in
You
the Lich?
certainly may. You can give me an investigation. You could give me a perception. How would you like to go about this? In the investigation thorough manner, or that looks shiny?
They'll be exactly the same bonuses to the rolls, so we'll go perception.
Investigate.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. That's a pretty good roll. So you see a couple of things. One is his desk. He has a sweet-looking desk. On it, he has a small box. In the desk itself, he has a large drawer that looks to be locked. Would you prefer to go for the box on the desk or the locked drawer?
The locked drawer.
Okay. Me an Arcana check. Give me a Strength check.
Checks for what?
Strength check. For the drawer.
To do what with the drawer?
Open it.
If it's locked, well, could I use sleight of hand instead?
Not on this one. It is magically locked, which you have deduced with your Arcana. So you look at the drawer, you're like, this is a arcane lock spell. It's either brute force or know the password, or use dispel magic.
So I've already used all.
And that's where brute force seemed like the next option.
Right. Can she use her dagger to give her some leverage?
Arcane Lock does say the DC to break it or pick any locks increases by 10.
This specific one gives you a DC 25 strength check. So being a Lich, maybe he knows a variant.
Okay.
I can't even make that.
Okay. Then you pull on it, you're like, nope, it's going to need bigger guns than these.
Even if I crit, I wouldn't make... There would be no way.
Fair. Okay. So yes, you establish that drawer is locked and cannot be opened with force that you have. You could break through the top of the desk, but that would take a while.
Or an adamantine battering ram.
Or a few seconds with an adamantine battering.
Well, the T-Rex is busy right now.
The T-Rex is busy.
T-Rex is busy. So I think, Telaise, that may be all the investigation you'll do. You could evaluate the box next turn if you so chose. And that's going to bring up some stuff happening down south. And we're just going to go...
Okay, on time.
Oh, shoot. It is getting late. How is everybody doing on time? Do we have a few more minutes?
I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine as well.
Kyle, I know you've got the early day, I think.
I will definitely be okay until end of the round.
End of the round, okay. So let's see what we got here. So you know what? Let's bring it down. We got some stuff happening. Okay. Valandra, what are you doing?
Inspiration to attempt to dispel magic that cloud.
Inspiration to attempt to dispel magic that cloud. You have a dispel.
The session inspiration.
Okay. You are casting dispel magic.
Yep.
And that is successful. The cloud falls.
Did not want to use that. Okay. So. Oh yeah, I can't heal anyone this turn anyway. So 20, 30. Yeah, we're just gonna head down here.
Okay. Mord.
Yep. This is an exercise in frustration that T-Rexes have never known. So he is going to move closer towards the magic circles and trying to get, or actually he doesn't know where the Lich went, but he sees people moving that way, I guess.
So you can pretty easily deduce that he is down south. You know that the white barriers would prevent exit without passing through one of them. He's not to the north. You can see the one to the east, so he must be back south again.
Okay. So he is going to move 50 feet and then, out of annoyance, try to smack one of those Marns with his tail.
Sure you don't want to dash?
Yeah, you should just
Well, I
You can
haven't
smack a
taken
main.
damage, so if
yeah, so
my
you can smack
rage
a main.
ends...
So go ahead and
The point
make
being,
a...
I don't want my rage to end, and I'm not going to take damage until my next turn.
I mean,
Go ahead
that's
and-
fair, but one of us can hate you. I really think it's
sure.
more important for us to
get blocked off to the side.
get you further south right now, because otherwise the T-Rex
Meridia-
is just never
Meridia
going to
can
do
attack.
anything.
Yeah, well, that will happen if you cast Polymorph in a small area with a large creature.
I know, I'm just saying.
Do you mind if I just, like, you can move on? I'm just going to try to figure out my movement from here.
Sure, not a problem.
Okay.
Meridia.
Meridia feels like opening this door. Dawn has a scroll of fireball.
That door is currently arcanely locked.
Yeah, but we could open it.
You can open it as long as X did give permission. X, did you give permission?
What password?
You got it.
I was gonna go stabilize X.
Maybe don't open any doors until the T-Rex is in place.
I would
Right.
agree with that.
I would rather just move myself right
Go for
over
it.
here.
Do what you want to do.
I
It's
want
your
to go
turn.
over here. I want to stabilize X with my healer's kit, and I want to bring him back with 1 HP.
You got it. That is a... Do you want to use your healer's kit to heal him, which could give him more?
I believe that's only if you're not at 0 hit points.
Okay, so then it would be 2 actions to get that done. Okay,
My understanding is I can just bring him back with 1.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
You bring him on back with 1. Dawn.
It's difficult to see around a dinosaur, but he will.
Do you want to punch the dinosaur?
The dinosaur's a friend.
I know, but we need to keep his rage up.
Would he know to do that though? Like, why would he punch his like?
I mean, it has been discussed that he needs to get to that you are aware of each other's tactics.
We did spend an entire LARP talking about this, like
Yes.
our abilities. So
Oh yeah.
it's in game that this has happened.
So he could run up and claws at him because it won't hurt him a whole lot.
You could do that. You do have to do damage though, so make sure you hit.
Oh, that's true. I mean,
Only against
It's a 13.
13.
Yeah, maybe a 13.
'cause-
And I think
mean,
you can
everything
use
else he could do would actually hurt a lot.
and
Okay.
you could use
So
Dex with unarmed attacks, so potentially better than your strength.
yeah, that's what I have it set up as.
Okay.
Uh,
Claw
a- as-
away.
As a note, I was incorrect about the healer's kit. You can use the better one.
Okay, cool.
It's just the better one is the once per rest. And
Got it.
I don't think I
the
did that to him
stabilize
yet.
with 1 hit point is
Sounds good.
The T-Rex
So
takes 1 damage.
T-Rex takes 1 damage.
and continues raging.
All right. Away down south, things happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Doors
2.
down south open inward towards us or outward towards the enemy?
Does
Well-
it matter if you have a T-Rex?
Actually,
Well,
it
we'll
doesn't
figure that out.
matter at all, really, because they have been worn away and now fall to pieces, showing skeletons lined up, the Lich standing behind them,
That's good.
looking down the throat of a really big T-Rex.
So X, that was 16 hit points, not 1.
X, please gain your 16 hit points. T-Rex. T-Rex, T-Rex, T-Rex.
Mhm.
T-Rex, a flaming sphere appears in the middle of the hallway in front of you
Ugh. Fucking
and rams into
conjuration.
your snout.
Jesus Christ.
Doop-a-doop.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be a huge amount of damage to you.
I imagine this being like kitty cat boop. Oh, yep, it was.
Yep, little kitty cat boop. But do please boop yourself for a dexterity saving throw, which I think you have disadvantage on
Because I'm
because you're
squished.
squeezing. Yep.
because you're squished.
Well, not where he's standing. Wouldn't he have plenty of room in that exact place where he is at?
You know what? I will accept that. You have enough room right where you are. Unfortunately, didn't matter. So 6 points of fiery damage, reduced down to 3. And then
I am
Juice.
out of temporary hit points, but have not dug into my actual hit points.
You're welcome for those temporary hit points, sir.
you know what? They're gonna stay back. They're like, "What's this? This is a giant freaking thing. We're just gonna shoot them with our short bows. A pair of short bows firing at... You know what? I see you hiding back there, Dawn.
Cover because T-Rex?
Oh, yes. +5 to the armor class. But they're shooting for the soft kitty. 1, 2.
Nope. Yes.
Yes. 7 points of piercing damage on the soft kitty. And we come around to Waverly. Waverly, you're going to close us out for the evening. What
Oh.
are you doing?
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Duck in behind here,
Uh-huh.
and let's see. I was thinking of like shoot an arrow under the dinosaur.
Why not shoot an arrow
Yeah.
at the dinosaur?
All right,
It
let's
has
go.
been done in this session.
All right, between Valandra and Dawn and under the dinosaur's legs.
Yep. Just skip it off the floor.
Right
And even for that skeleton in the front. You
there.
got
Okay,
it.
right there.
Let's see it. +5 to the armor class. A 17 will just miss.
Oh.
Little too much dino butt in the way. And with that, Waverly, anything else?
I'll hide.
All right. We will bring it to a close for the evening. Thanks all. I hope you're having fun with this chaotic battle. And we will pick up next week for the thrilling conclusion. You have the Lich on his heels, but he still has a few more minions that you must get through. Hope y'all having fun.
Yes, sir.
Yay! And thank you, Twitch stream. I got to use a demon die. Alrighty. Kyle, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and fire down the Twitch stream.
Ooh, I'm gonna fire
I'm
it
all
down.
confused.